Thank you so much, everyone, for joining for this very first edition of the Best Out of Waste contest that we have tried to organize here today. This contest is being organized by the Ervis Foundation in collaboration with the Pop Movement, Project Surat, and Nature Club Surat. And this is being organized by the Fountainhead Blue Warriors Club, which is an initiative by the Ervis Foundation. It's a club that's being organized by Priyasi, Heer, and Arav, who are here with us in the call, and Dhruvi as well. Yes, she's here in the call as well. And they are a group of kids who are trying to take different actions every month to encourage people to be more sustainable in their action. And one of the actions they're taking is this Best Out of Waste contest event. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I'm sure to everyone who joined us in the orientation session, you're aware of the whole structure. But just to give you a quick overview, we request you all to firstly switch on your cameras, as this would be a live contest. So we would want you all to work on your projects during the course of this call. You'll be given around 1 hour, 30 minutes once we begin, where you will get that time to work. And we would like it if your camera is focused on your work area so we can see what you're doing. It would make the whole thing all the more interesting. And once you're done with your project, it not necessarily has to be 1 hour, 30 minutes. If you're done earlier, you can just let us know and we will put you into a breakout room or in the main room with the judges to present what you have created. And as you know, it's a Best Out of Waste contest. So we try and use materials that are available easily at home and are waste, and we're trying to recycle it or upcycle it. So those would be the main criteria which the judges would look at as to how creatively you're able to transform waste into something more useful. So the two judges we have with us today are Komal and Drisha. They are pop youth mentors, and also they are two young advocates who have background in public health, and they have some immense experience in upcycling and recycling and have done great level of projects in that area. So they will be the judges for today, and they will be the ones looking at how best your projects are turning out. So thank you, Komal and Drisha. If there's anything I would like to add to what I've said, and then we can begin.
Thank you, Pranka, for inviting us. We're just excited to see what everyone has to show us, and yeah, we'll be having a lot of learning from them. So thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Risha. Um, Good luck to all of you, and we are waiting to see what innovative and different designs we get to see today. Thank you all of you for joining and being part of the event, because I think it's very important um, to understand the importance of what we are doing and what you are doing, and also to learn from each other, from people who are from different locations. So really looking forward to the session, and good luck to all of you.
So I was thinking we can then start the presentation in the main room itself, if that's okay. Yeah, so everyone else can also hear out one another and what they have worked on. I'll just wait for Drisha to join. Hi, Drisha. So 3 people are done. So I was thinking we can do the presentations for this group in the main room itself, so the others can also hear out what everyone has done. So I request everyone to keep the presentation within a time limit of 5 to 7 minutes, not more than that, so that everyone gets a good amount of chance to present what they're doing. And I think, Shelly, do you want to go first?
Yes, please, Miss, if I could.
Yes, please.
Do I start, Miss?
Yes. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so could you guys see this?
Yes, we can.
So this is my project. So I worked on it a little before the meeting. So if you guys can see here, this is recycled because the wooden plank that you can see here, you can see a bunch of nails on this plank. First of all, the wood of the plank is very torn apart. If you can look closely, it's basically rotten. And the nails are rusted, but I was careful enough to not hurt myself, at least yet, with the project. And the thread that I've used over here is also from a woolen piece which kind of fell apart. So I got like a bunch of strings and I put them all together. And the red paint that you can see over here is also from one of my acrylic sets which got over, but then I had a bunch of red paint left, so I used that here. So this painting has a very simple depiction. So this artwork, actually not painting, sorry. This artwork is supposed to be put outside the door so people know just in general. So what I'm about to explain to you is what they should understand from it. So if you look closely, this is a depiction of COVID-19 because it's a global pandemic. So I wanted to connect my artwork locally and globally at the same time. So if you look here, then you'll see a sanitizer, the virus itself, a coffin, and a mask. So this is a clear depiction of it, I hope. And so on the sides, if you look closely, it says it's a hand sanitizer and mask, which is what people like. The first, as soon as COVID came out, the first thing that people wanted to do was be safe, and the two things that they used most was this and this. So I wanted to put that on the ends as a barrier, and over here, the virus and the coffin itself, which is what is causing and affecting others. What I wanted to put in the middle. This is to show that the things on the side are used to protect yourself from this. And if you see the red, which was used on one side, is to show that a bloodbath sort of entered the world. And right now it's like a lot more further. But right now, this was when I did this, so it was just here. So there's like a lot more to go, but you can still protect yourself with like the least that you could do. Um, I would have included vaccinations and stuff in this. The only challenge that I came across when I was doing this was um, the nails. Actually, the thing is, I found this on my terrace and it was rotting over there. And I'm like, I want to do something out of it. And if you look, okay, one second. If you flip it around, you can see that it's pretty messed up. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so it's pretty messed up. So I was just hoping that I could reuse this and upscale it hopefully into something that is more deeper and much more meaningful. And the nails over here, they're very on pattern. They're not put in a symmetrical way or in a very orderly fashion. In fact, it's put in a very um, random, unorganized way. So it was really hard for me to make like geometric patterns out of it. If you look, is my time up?
No, 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 you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. One last minute, I said. So if you look closely, I started with geometric patterns, and this took a while for me because I didn't exactly know how to use a string throughout, and I couldn't use like a stick where you can use it to wrap around. I had to use my fingers throughout, so it was a little difficult considering that these are rusted, and then I have to get a tetanus shot if I get hurt. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Shelly. Komal, Drisha, do you have any questions? I think that's an amazing project, and it's great that you have tried to keep it relevant to current situation and current times to depict such an important message. Komal, Drisha, any questions that you have for Shelly?
Yeah. First of all, Shelly, this is really informative, and we are actually like thankful to you to create for creating this, and this is really like something which is like beyond our words. And congratulations, like you have thought of it, you have created it, and in such a beautiful manner you have explained it. So congratulations. I seriously don't have any questions. You have used all the materials very beautifully.
Thank you, Miss.
Drisha?
Yeah, thank you so much for the nice presentation, Shelly. I think the message is very, very clear, and the description was bang on. And I only have one question from you actually. So, how much, like, what research you did before you know thought of making it? Like, how the idea actually came into your mind? That's what I want to know.
Okay. Okay, so I actually like upscaling and recycling a lot of things, and it might be a pretty cliche thing to say, but like I have a copper tree which I made out of recyclable. So you know how you have like electrical wires in the house which don't function anymore. I ripped out the insulating tape of each and every like a huge bundle, and it was really hard because it wasn't exactly rippable. You had to use like a cutter for it. So I did that, and then I made a tree. It took days and several hours, but we did it, and it's still hanging over there. So the reason I did this is very similar to that. So I think gratitude is a very important thing that everyone should practice, and that's sort of what I did. And it's nature. One of the things, you already have everything you need. It's the way you use it that makes it different. So I do a lot of artworks and stuff made out of things that don't exactly need um effort. So I sell paintings as well because a lot of my friends enjoy paintings. So I have one right there, which is Barcelona, fluid art, all of that. But when I make those, I feel like everyone does that. Everyone can paint. I mean, if you try, you can always do it. But using something that is already out there and is no one's using it, and you use that to make art out of it, or anything, in fact, is just good. So that was sort of my inspiration. And COVID just came because it's something that is happening right now and it's affecting each one differently.
Thank you, Shelly.
Thank you also.
Yeah, sorry, Trisha.
Yeah, I was just saying that the idea was great, and the way you inspired others is also commendable. So thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you so much.
Yes, very, very well done, Shelley. I think this is why I wanted everyone to see everyone's presentation, because I think there is so much we can learn from each other's projects and the work that we all are doing. So thank you, Shelley, for that. And I do have the pictures that you have shared. So if there's any more pictures that you want to share or anything writing that you want to share with us, the concept behind the project, you can definitely mail it to me so I can share it with Komal and Drisha when they do a second round of review before deciding. So feel free to do that. Raghav, do you want to go next? I know you were done next, Raghav, so the floor is yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead. Raghav, you're on mute. Just
So, ma'am, this is my project. In this project, I use this diyas that my mom kept in corner. So I think that we can make something from this. First, I placed two diyas to make something like lamp. Now, then I think that I will make some more like this and paste them in a row. And then I paste them in a row. Then I think that it can be a flower pot also. Then I make hole in the middle of all the diyas and paste them like this. So I can put this flower into it. And when I saw that they are not balancing them, so I put a big diya under it. And this flowers I had made make from the lace that my mother's sari, my mother's sari, old mother's sari, and this is the flower that I made from my mother's old sari.
this looks so beautiful, Raghav. When you were making itself, I was trying to think what you were doing, and I was not able to guess what you were making. But this is very, very beautiful, and it's really smart how you use diyas that generally always lie in the shelves for months and months before anything, any festival shows up. So I'll ask Komal and Drisha if they have any comments, questions. But very well done, Raghav. Superb job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Risha, would you like to go first? Okay. So I'll go. Uh, Great work, Raghav. I just have one question. So, how you created that hole in the diyas? Because once you try to make any hole in the diya, I really feel that the diya will get break. So, could you tell us like how did you do that?
Ma'am, I had no make this hole from the nail and a knife. So I had done a big hole with the knife and a small hole with the nail. So it can a big hole.
Okay, so didn't it get break like you were easily
So,
able
ma'am,
to
I had done
make
this
it?
very carefully, and what I had done just take a nail.
Okay,
Wait a minute, I will show you, ma'am.
yeah, that would be wonderful.
think we just wait a minute for Raghav, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Here I am, ma'am.
Oh,
Ma'am, like this. This is a waste diya, and this is I have a nail. So I put it here carefully, and with the hammer, I'm just slowly make a hole. Yes, ma'am. My hole is done like this, and with the knife, I had just make it bigger.
Careful, careful. Great. Thank
Like
you
this,
for
ma'am.
doing this, Raghav.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, and would you like to tell us like how you created those flowers?
Yes, ma'am. I can. Ma'am, just a second, ma'am.
Sure.
Just to inform, last 2 minutes for people still working on the model.
Here I am, ma'am. And this is the old S. And like this, here I start. And with this, I put like this and just make a cone of it like this. And put a oil pin, and just do it like this. And and I make this very tightly. And again, I put some oil pins. This idea I got from my mother. When I saw my mother making some flowers with another style, then I got this idea that I can make this from like rolling it.
this is superb, Raghav. I would have never thought of something like this. And my mother has so many waist saris at home.
Yeah, this is
Thanks.
very creative, very nice.
Very well done.
Thank,
Very nice.
thank you, ma'am.
Go ahead,
Thank you,
Komal.
Trisha. Trisha, do you have any question?
Yeah, I have a question. But first of all, I would like to say that, you have a very, you're very good at what you are doing. I think you make it look appear very easy, but I'm sure it's not. Uh, Second thing that I want to say is, actually, it's a question. Can you store water, like if you pour water inside it? Can you store water in that?
No, ma'am, I don't pour water in it.
No, no, I'm asking, can you do that? Will it work?
No, ma'am, it will not work because there is some space between them.
Oh, can you find out a way to completely, seal it? Do you think you can do that?
Yeah, yes, ma'am, we can do it with the help of a type of clay comes to stop water. That used in a plastic bottle to secure the water. So I we can put that here, so it can we can pour water in it and cover the bottom part.
Okay, great. I think you're full of innovation and
Yes,
ideas.
yes.
Very
Thank
well
you,
I
ma'am.
done.
Yeah, superb. Very well done, Raghav. And we are so impressed that you have enough knowledge and skills to re-innovate also if needed. So very well done. And thank you for sharing so much in detail and for showing us live how you did everything. And if you have the time, please stay back and listen to others also. It'll be very interesting to hear what others have done. So thank you, Raghav, for sharing. And I think
Yes,
you will
welcome,
do
ma'am.
great as you grow old, for sure. You're so young. It's a long way to go for you.
Thank you,
Um,
ma'am.
Shirley, yes, you can leave if we are holding you back. Feel free to leave. Gulshan, do you want to go next?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
In fact, I was very intensive that Raghav has brilliantly worked his project, and he's so young, so little cute, and but his work is superb, awesome, and very
Thank
well
you,
done,
ma'am.
Raghav. I will very you can say I'm very fearful that I cannot compete him. He's so intelligent.
No, ma'am, you can. This is just a small thing.
You are a superhero today. So
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lovely. Super beta. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I want to show what I have did. I have used some used bottles, some bottles which we have thrown for useless purposes, that we do not use Coke and Pepsi bottles after drinking it. And this is the empty bottles of shampoo. I have washed them again, and I've used them for another purpose, that we can use oil and some moisturizers use, and we can put it in that bottles and use them again once again. And I have put them in a bottle which I have cut it down and place them here. This one is a broken bench, so I make it once again in a shape so that it could be seen that it's okay, but it is not okay. It has broken it all. And this one, its cover is the empty cover of a cement bag, which was there was no usage of it, but I have used it here to place as a table cover. And again, I used bottles to, let me show you that this, I have used a plastic bottle and newspaper. I have just made this as a candlelight candle stand, and this one is again a bottle, and I have used cotton and cloths, cutted pieces of cloths in it, and these are pencils and scotch tape and many other things you can place in it. I have marked circles over here and try to decorate it in the simple way, not in a very unique and any extraordinary things I have used, but just tried to make these things to reuse and recycle, so that easily we can put any extra things in it.
Thank you, Gulshan. I think what you have made is something that we all can very easily do it, and like we can actually take it up in our everyday life. And I think
everyone can easily do it.
Exactly. And I think that's the most important message of recycling and upcycling, that everyone can do it. So thank you for showing that to us, that how so simply you have taken all the easily available items at home and done something so useful, given such a useful purpose. Komal, Drisha, if you have anything, any comment, questions.
Yeah, thank you, Pranka. So, Gulshan, thank you for taking us to the trip of upcycling. You have actually used everything in such a nice and such a beautiful way that every woman in the house can do. And yes, we have so many things like this in the house, and we never thought of that.
Exactly. Women are used to use the used material as well. They are
Yeah,
not they're not willing to throw anything which is out of the, yeah, out of use for them. They want to use them again and again and again.
exactly. And you have shown it so beautifully that anyone, like any women out there, can do it. Like if she is not doing such things, but I'm sure everyone would like to follow these things, that we all have such things in our houses. I just have one question from you.
Yes.
So how did you manage to stand that table if the leg is broken? Like how did you do that?
I have placed one con. In fact, this is a broken stool, broken part of a stool, and it has three legs, and one leg has been broken. So I have put it as a corner of the room so that it could easily be handled there.
Wow.
And I have placed a cover of cement box in which we have cement. The box, its cover has been here as a table cover. I placed it as a table cover. I have reused it and I have washed it today because I have to use it as a table cover. But it was very dirty. It was full of cement. I have to wash it, and I have used it as a cover. So I have another idea that if we can rejoin and sew these things again, we can also make sheets and floor sheets and doormats as well.
I just have one more question. So, when you're reusing these shampoo bottles, so how
Yes.
many times do you think you can reuse it? And did you think about like, once you think that it cannot be reused again, so you'll directly throw it into the waste, like in the dustbin. So, did you think about it in any way that it will again impact the environment?
I think these bottles can be used again, once again, because oil is not a thing that you cannot reuse this bottles again. After you have finished the shampoo, then after that you can wash these bottles, and use hair oils. Hair oils, you can place them as a I would like to say that these hair oils are not the hair oils which we are commonly used. We use sarson ka tel, we use amla oil, and we use many other oils which we are using for hairs, and we have no such any substance or any pot specifically to put place on them. So I think we can use them again. So not only for taking the oil or putting oil in that, you can use them for any other purpose as well.
Like, so
Even you
my
can
question.
place any other thing also.
Yeah, so my question to you was like, how many times do you think you can reuse these bottles?
You can use these bottles as many times as you want. I don't
Okay.
think so that they are because these are plastics and you are not eating anything from them. You are just putting the oil in it, and you can use as many times as you want.
Okay. So, would you like to read about it more? That how many times, what kind of plastic bottles should be used n number of times, and what kind of plastic bottle should be used just once and then it can be thrown away, because ultimately if you're using some things and if you're pouring some things in these plastic bottles, this will
No,
impact our health as well.
you need to wash them again. If you want to use them, then you should wash them with a boiled water if you want to use them again. Or any if you have that's consistently you're using oil and oil, there could be a layer. It could be very harmful for your hair as well as your skin. So you should wash them again. And before reusing it, please wash them with boiled water so that you can use them easily and it will be useful for you.
Okay. Thank you, Gulshan. Thank you for the upcycling. Like, thank you for doing such small things and creating a bigger impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Trisha,
Kamal.
thank
Thank
you.
you, Gulshan. Drisha, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Gulshan. First of all, I would like to appreciate your modesty. I think the way you made your presentation and the way you brought up the idea of what you have created is very, very great. I have actually one question, or maybe you can say, I would like to see any other product that you have created that you can show right now, which you have been using, apart from what you just showed us. Is it possible for you? I don't know if you guys can hear me.
We can
Gulshan?
hear you.
Yes,
Gulshan, I was asking if you can show us any other product which you have created and you have been using it other than
I
the
have
one
also
you
used
just showed.
I have also used the tin packs of waste bottles, just like Coke tin pack, and also the cooking oil tin packs, in which we have cooking oils and uh, many other things, many other uh, paper boxes. You can reuse them as well. So the
So,
target today, which was assigned, yes,
how do you use those boxes?
I use them that after taking the oil, after just I have used all the oils, cooking oils. I'm talking about cooking oils, not about the hair oils. And
Yeah.
the tin packs for cooking oils, you can reuse it after washing, after clean washing, and you can pour rice or wheats or many other things in it. Even you can put flour in that, and you can use them again. And once again, you can even place sugar in it. And these are very wonderful things, and these are very useful things. You can again use them after using cooking oils. They are because these things are useless after you have completed all the process which for which they are being made. So I think being a woman and being a housewife, you need to focus on the things which you have mostly thrown away. You don't use them again. You don't want to use them again. So
Yes.
reduce the wastage of plastic and make them easily reusable again and recycle them again. This is the best way.
Yes, Gulshan,
Best,
I think
yes,
all of us who have, we know that we have a small storeroom for those things which our mother, tell us not to throw, because it's almost impossible for them to throw any anything. So I think you come up with great ideas, and you are an
thank,
inspiration kind of for all those mothers, who actually collect them but are not able to use them. So
my
thank you
mother
for this
was
nice
very
presentation. And
my mother was very interested in these tasks, and she always loved to use things once again, again, again. And that's why I got an idea that I should also work on that things. And today, because I was strictly bound that I have to use cloths and plastic and newspaper, nothing else. So the thing which I was supposed to use, I have used only those things which were assigned in assignments.
Thank you so much, Gulshan. That was very, very insightful. And I think that I also learned a lot, things that I can do as well after this call that I should take up. So thank you so much, Gulshan, for that.
Thanks,
Next,
Priyanka. Thanks a lot for inviting me on this event. And I am very astonished that very young little boys and very young girls are competing here. So
Yes.
very good luck to all of them.
Yeah,
Thank you so
you,
much.
Gulshan. Yeah, hopefully we can do many more and many more people start taking up more actively recycling and upcycling in their home. So thank you for that. Amuche, would you
Hopefully.
like to go? Yes. I think Amuche has dropped out of the call. So Ria, do you want to go next then? I'm not sure. I don't see Amuche.
Yeah, sure. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay, she's back.
Okay. So Amuche, would you like to go? Would you like to present?
Okay, I can go. I hope
Yes.
the internet doesn't go off again.
Yes.
They just our power and our Wi-Fi went off. Thank you very much. Very nice project. So this is mine. This is a table coaster. So it's made from pieces from sewing. And then it's
I can't
braided.
see what is showing on. I
Hello?
can't see. I can't see what Amuche is showing.
Okay, this is it.
I'll just pin Amuche. 1 second.
Have you seen it?
Yes, we can see. Yeah.
Okay, you can see it. Okay. So it's a table coaster. And I made it from cloths. Here, there's a lot of fashion craze, but nobody cares where the waste goes to. We don't recycle, we don't upcycle, but in the creative arts, we upcycle. So I've upcycled these waste that would ordinarily have ended up in the dump site. So, but with this braiding, you can make a lot of other things. You can make a bag, you can make a basket. You see, it's sturdy and also malleable. So it's something you can use for so many things. And then that has also helped us make tailors keep their cuttings and not mix it with other wastes that decompose, because we don't have a recycling culture here. So wastes, they just put everything together, banana peels, groundnut peels, everything together. And then that's very bad for the environment. When we talk about greenhouse gases, that's where they originally emanate from. So I think that's all I will say. But I wish everybody can write down their processes. I liked what's the flowers so much. I don't know what they made, what it was made from, and I didn't quite hear Gulshan's explanation. So if we can write it down, it would be nice.
Yes.
Thank
What
you.
I'll also do, Amuche, is I'll share the recording of this entire program. So if you want to just rewind, because I know you missed the session when you dropped out. So I will send you the recording as well. And if you can do a short write-up, I'll share that as well with you for sure. But thank you so much, Amuche. When you were making it as well, I was like, it's so beautiful. The shape is coming out. So I was wondering what it is. And now you've clarified what it is for me. So it's very beautiful and not very easy to believe that you've made it from waste cloth, because it definitely looks like something that would look very fancy on a table and very hard to believe that it's from waste. So I'll hand it to Komal and Drisha to maybe just ask you some questions and comments. Komal and Drisha.
Thank you. Thank you, Prakash. Oh, Priyanka.
Thank you, Amuche. It is really beautiful. Like as Priyanka mentioned, when you were preparing it, I was looking, okay, I think she is making something something very different out of it. And I really couldn't imagine that you'll make coasters out of it. So, and and anyone can put these things on their tables and anywhere, like these will, I think we have lost it. No, okay. So, and this will look really beautiful. The only question I have from you is like, did you try any other? So, as you mentioned that you can prepare baskets and other things. So did you try any other products out of this? Would you like to show it to us? Also, the second question is, how did you manage to hold it? Like when you throw it on the table, I can hear some sound like that. It has a strong base. So what kind of base did you use to prepare this?
I didn't quite hear you. Okay. First thing you asked if there are other things I've made out of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
that was the first thing.
Okay. Yes. Look at another one. I'm still making this.
A butterfly?
So it could go like a bag.
Wow.
And it can stay. Sometimes you can use it to hold your phone. Like when you're doing the call, you can use it to hold your phone. And then there's a bigger one.
Post.
I'm going to continue making it so it can stay in the center in a room, in a parlor somewhere, or you can match it as a centerpiece. And then we have table runners also. You can close the gaps or you can make it wider depending on what you want to make out of it. And then you can also use them on the wall.
Do you know those dream catchers? I was thinking it's one of those that you add feathers below. Have you seen dream catchers, Amuche? You add feathers below and then you hang it on the wall. I was thinking it was that when you were making it.
Yes, okay.
So that's, yeah, it is actually very beautiful. Like we can use it and we can make so many things out of it with such a simple idea. We can just recycle and upcycle it and make so many things. The second question I have is that it looks very strong, like it has a strong base. So what kind of base did you use to create it apart from the cloth?
Okay, no, nothing, just the clothes.
Okay, so like how did you make it that strong? Like it is very holdable, and I think is that, yeah,
once you start braiding, it becomes sturdy. Okay. Yes, once you start the braiding, it becomes sturdy.
Oh,
so they do a lot of hair braiding here.
Amazing,
and
like just with the clothes. This is super amazing.
Okay, I'm not here. And then you can make it stronger by adding glue, but I've not added anything here. It's just the cloth. But the cloths we have here, Ankara, that one holds better than sari. We have sari too. So I make something else with sari. I'll show you sometime.
Perfect. I think this is beautiful. Yeah, we'd love to. And yeah, I think each of you all, whatever you're making, I think you all should do like a series of workshops for us, people like me who cannot make anything. And I think this is how we will learn to become. So you, Amuche, Raghav, Gulshan, everyone, I think you all should do a class for all of us. So it's wonderful. I think Amuche dropped out. I was going to ask Drisha. Drisha, maybe once she's back, we'd have you share your comments. Meanwhile, Ria, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, judges. Good evening, ma'am. Yeah, so I'm done with my project. It's a bit wet, and before I show it to you, I'll just give a backstory. So I'm very much into arts. I am a 12th standard student. I'm a humanities student, and I'm very much into art and crafts. I mean, I can sit all day and do painting. So yeah, and I believe that everyone's born creative. It's just the perspective that matters, and a creative perspective can change any random thing to the most beautiful one. So one day I was just in kitchen with my mom, and yes, Zainab, I won't be taking, sorry, Lakshmi, I won't be taking much time because I know you are in a rush. But yeah, I was in kitchen with my mom, and she was just talking to me that the pan, the tawa, she's like, it's old now and I'll just give it to the maid. And I was like, no, don't give it, just keep it. And she's like, what will you do? I said, I'll figure out something, just don't give it. I kept it, and it's been like months it was with me. And so I just like painted it today. I just uh, i just converted the old pan into a wall hanging kind of thing. I just kind of nothing very much. I just used the pan and the paints, and I just painted it. So yeah, that's all about it. It was something waste and I just changed it. Nothing much.
That I have never thought of someone painting on a pan. I think this is a first time for me. And I think that it looks so beautiful on any wall for that matter. And I think
I've also painted, the glass sheet in microwave. So that old glass sheet of that.
oh wow.
Yes, you can paint that also. And I'll tell you, what I did was, that those typical containers of pickles, the achar ki burni. So what happened? We had this one and it broke. And what I did was, using quick fix, I just fixed it again and I just painted, and now I use it as a candle holder. So it's just kitchen utensils. Utensils can be of a very use in arts.
It's amazing. I think I'm surprised at I was like, I can never think of these things like Amuche is what she did, you what you did. I think I would never think of that use to a pan. I would just either give it off like your mother said to a maid, or it would end up in the bin disposed. So, and we are people who love to decorate our house, and we always end up buying things like this and just putting it up. Rather, finding these ways would be so much more beautiful. So thank you, Ria, for sharing. Drisha, Komal, the floor is yours.
This is very beautiful. Like, seriously, we never thought of painting tawa, definitely. And you have painted it so nicely that, yes, like you can even sell it off. Like, anyone would love to purchase it. So, I really can see a future, I don't know, future creator or something like that. Like, I can see that you should start your own workshops like this. This is very beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am. That's a big
The
thing.
minorities, you have captured the minorities in the tawa. Like, I just look at it on Zoom, but I am very sure that it was
No, I'll
really
share a pic. It's a bit it's a bit, a wet, and because the paint really hasn't dried, but I'll share a picture with Priyanka ma'am, and she can share it with you.
great. Thank you. I just would like to ask you, what kind of colors do you use to paint these things?
Uh, for painting these things, colors, it depends what exactly which surface you are using. For this one, I've used acrylic paints. But say the glass that I had painted, so I used glass paints. So the color, it depends on the surface what you're painting.
Right.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Drisha, I'll request you to share your comments for Ria and Amuche, because I think Amuche dropped out. So Drisha, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I don't know if Amuche is there. Is she?
Yeah, she's back. She's back. Amuche is back.
I think what Amuche made was like it was multi-purpose, I guess. So it was something that anybody can do, can create with the material that specifically is required. And it's quite easy to make. I'm so sorry. So whatever she created is very useful, I think, and very easy to create. Good use of material. So I don't really have any questions for her. Uh, but for Ria, I want to ask her if she can show the design once again, because I had some
Yes.
connectivity issues. Her sound was there, but the video paused for a second. So can you show it to me?
Yes. Can you see it?
Yeah. I think you are very fine in your work. Uh, and as Komal mentioned, it can be used anywhere. It's easy to hang. Like the product is ready. There is no finishing required in it, and ready to be sold. So I think the design is pretty good. And also, you also shared some ideas about creating other products. So I think you have been solving a lot of issues of waste management and old stuff for your family. So congratulations to them. And I don't have any questions because I think you are an artist and the artist knows what the artist is doing. Like you said initially, that everyone has creativity, is just the perspective. So congratulations on that, and thank you for the amazing presentation.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I have an idea for Ria. You should find restaurants that are done using their utensils, and maybe you can recreate their interiors just by taking their own waste utensils and
Definitely try
redoing.
that in my
I
summer
think you should
break.
try that. Yeah, I think
Yes, ma'am.
they should pay you well for it, I'm sure. So I think
Thank you,
that's
ma'am.
something you should try. But thank you, Amulche. Thank you,
Ma'am.
Ria. This is so
And
beautiful.
ma'am, I'm so sorry, but I really have to get going. And all the
I
best to the
understand.
other participants.
Yes, I
And
understand.
thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for taking the
Bye-bye.
time. So Lakshmi, if it's all right, I think Zainab has a class. So I just have Zainab go first and then I'll give the floor to you, Lakshmi, if it's okay. Zainab, you can go ahead.
Hello everyone, I am Zainab and I'm 17-year-old from Delhi, India. I've been working for environment preservation past 4 to 5 years. So talking about today's Best of Waste competition, I planned to make something else till yesterday, but something happened with me in the morning. My mother was cleaning the kitchen and suddenly one of the utensils packet fell. So what happened was there was these dals and utensils all over the floor, and my mother considering the hygiene issues, she decided to throw it. I told her not to do so, and I decided to do something today with these pulses. And this is the butterfly which I have been able to create with these. I'll just remove my background if possible. I hope it's visible now. Yeah. So this is the butterfly which I have created. With all these are all the pulses like these one, which we all have the normal dal, and then I have painted it with a butterfly, and like piece by piece, just like in an ocean, every drop counts for me. Every dal helped me make this huge butterfly, and in the end, I wanted to write some quote which reminds me of something motivational. So I've written hard work on it, and I've put some dal here as well. So I can use, I have not decided where to use this. I can use it as a wall hanging or as a photo frame, or even I can even cover my practical file, my class like board practical file with this. So this is what I have come up with.
It's amazing. I think these are materials I would never think, even like dal for that matter. I just think of cooking it and eating it, and that's about it. And I think it's like your mother, I would have thrown it too. But I would have never thought a butterfly out of dal is something that you can do, and it's amazing. I'm keen on knowing what you were planning to make before this one. What was your idea? What was the other idea that you had?
Just a normal wall hanging, or maybe a folder with the help of a cloth, because I knew a bit of sewing, so I was planning to make a folder out of cloth, but then I got this new idea of creating something with these dal.
It's superb. I am just out of words for everyone. Whatever you all are presenting is something I'll never think of. And I am going to learn the most today. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm the biggest student here today. So superb, Zainab. I think this is incredible, and it's really well put to use for something that would have definitely ended up in the bin. So Trisha, Komal, I leave it to you to share your questions. and comment.
Amazing, Zainab. Like you took me to my
Thank you,
school
ma'am.
days when our teachers used to ask us make something out of cereals, and you created one, and it is like
Yeah.
it looks really beautiful. Like you just use the waste that which was about to go into the bin, and you created one, and you can just, as you mentioned, you can use it as a wall hanging, a table, like a table frame, or anything else, or even you can gift it to someone. Like
Yeah.
it's beautiful, very well done.
And the background cover which I have chosen is basically my file, my practical file. So I reuse this background cover. It's a handmade sheet.
Very nice. And also I would like to mention that she has painted the entire thing, which makes it more durable, like so that there'll be no
Yeah, so that it doesn't come off.
yeah, it doesn't get corrode or something like that. Like it will remain like this because of the paint. The ants
Yeah.
and the other insects won't spoil it. So it is really nice. Very well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Drisha?
Hi, sir. Yeah. So I want to first, um, I really like your thought of using dal and using very little and small things which can actually be used easily. There's no need to go out on a gift shop, buy such stuff to be creative. um but I do want to ask you a question.
Sure,
So
ma'am.
can you give me two other options to create something similar other than whatever material you have used? Can you give me
Instead
two
of
more
that,
different, like different, yeah, instead of dal, create
I
something
guess
similar?
we can use other pulses, and we can use rajma as well. We can create anything except a butterfly. I chose butterfly because it looks quite lively for us. And so I chose this butterfly, or else we can create anything out of dal. And it was kind of easier for me as well to make this butterfly because I am not that great in art and craft. And I took part in this competition just to de-stress myself, because art is what makes you calm. And it was great meeting you all, and we all were working together. So I chose this butterfly just to make it more lively. We can make any other animal out of it or any other thing, but I chose this butterfly.
Thank you,
Okay.
Zainab. Yeah, Drisha.
Thank you, Zainab.
Thank you.
Beautiful, Zainab. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, share pictures because I think we need pictures no matter what.
Ma'am, we have to mail it to you.
Yeah, if you can mail it, that'd be great. Because I think these are worth capturing on a good picture. So I would love for everyone to share it. Even Amuche, Raghav.
So maybe Trish and I were thinking that we'll make this announcement at the end, but I think since everyone needs to leave, so maybe we can make this announcement. The Pop Movement would like to share all your work on their website. So if you could share the pictures with Priyanka,
yes.
Our designing team will prepare a banner out of it and will share on our website and on all our social media, and will possibly like to tag you and
yes.
like, yeah, it would be great to display.
Yeah, that would be incredible. Please, I'll make sure I follow up with each one of you to share the pictures. But please do. I think it's beautiful. It's beyond what I imagined for sure. Thank you so much, Koma, Desha, and the Pop Movement for agreeing to do this. I think it will be beautiful if this can be presented on the website.
One more thing,
yes,
which I wanted to say in the end was, like, as I told that I've been working on environment preservation past 4 to 5 years. I have planned to take my initiative online and started an online campaign as well, which is named as SDG Era. It aims to connect and network the youth to work towards the sustainable development goals. So I I please request you all to please go and check out my page.
Yes.
I leave it in the chats.
Yes, please put it in the chat. We would love to check out. We'd love to support one another. I think that's what environment conservation is all about. So please put it in the chat. We'd love to see it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Zainab. Lakshmi, would you like to go next?
Hello, Priyanka. Hello,
Hi,
judges.
Lakshmi. Yes,
Hi,
Lakshmi, the
Hi.
floor is.
First of all, I would like to tell you what I used from my waste materials. I just used these packets, and these are the chips packet. We usually throw them after eating the chips. I used old newspapers, cardboards, and I used sticks also. I don't know how it looks, but yeah, this is what I have made. I hope it looks to you. This is a bangle stand I tried to make out of the cardboards. These are the sticks, and I have not painted them yet. And I'm not going to paint them because they are. I think they are looking unique and beautiful. Uh, the color and they. I have just mm, peeled the cork out, and it looks beautiful. In the I have painted it black, and these are the circles and different shapes which I cut from the packets, and all these cuts out which I have used. This platform is also made of the old boxes, cartoon boxes. I have used six boxes, cartons to make six layers. And these cuts are the left outs from the project of my brother. I have used them, and so this is my project. So I tried making it. It was quite messy, I know, but I tried to make this one in this period of time.
Amazing, Lakshmi. I think bangles is something every Indian, at least I know, household goes through, where we have so many bangles and we don't know how to sort and segregate and store it. And I would, again, never thought a cardboard box can become a bangle stand. So I think this is beautiful. And the fact that you've used things like your brother's waste project, and which definitely ends up in the trash. I know how many projects we make for our school and we don't do anything about it. And even the chips packet for that matter. Uh, I just wanted to ask you, where do you get those logs from? Were those logs also something that was available in waste,
Yeah,
or how
this is
you?
the no, this is a drumstick log, and I have a drumstick plant at my house.
Oh, that's amazing. That's it's sustainable for sure. Then in that case, so I think it's
Yeah.
brilliant. Very very well
Actually,
done,
I
Lakshmi.
used to make things out of the cardboard boxes. I have made a lot of things out of this.
Wow, I am sure the judges would like to hear more. So Drisha, Komal, please.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's actually very amazing. Like creating a bangle stand out of the cardboard. It's really innovative. Like as Priyanka mentioned, we like at least all Indians have so many bangles with them.
Yeah.
Whether
And my
no
mother
matter
is
what,
fond
but
of bangles.
yeah. So yeah,
Wherever she
definitely.
goes, she used to collect different types of bangles.
Wonderful. And we every time we think that okay, our bangle box is full, we need to buy another bangle box, but we never thought of
Yeah.
creating one. And you have used drumsticks to make the stand and everything. It is really beautiful and sustainable as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It is actually very great. Like I just have one question in my mind regarding
Yeah.
so you have used drumsticks and you have given it a very strong base, but the side corners were not that strong. So do you think when you put a lot of bangles in these four layers, it will break down
No, I
or it
don't
won't
think
be
it will
able to
break down.
hold?
Actually, I am trying to make it more stiff so that it can be. I will try to put some more things to make it more stiff.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you so
Drisha,
much.
thank you, Lakshmi. Drisha.
So, yeah, hello, me. Can you guys hear me?
Hello, Trisha.
Yeah, Trisha.
Yeah, I think first of all, I would like to say that I mean, you really thought through it, which I really like. You combine different, you know, materials and created a very
Yeah.
important and useful product, which is, I think, uh, the strongest point of your presentation.
Thank you.
Second thing that I have in mind is that, um, so have you like this is the first time you created this product, or have you created it before and
No,
presented
no, I have
somewhere?
not created it anywhere else. I have created it this time only. I have created another products out of the waste boxes.
Okay, so you like creating things from those.
Yeah, I can show you the one I have nearby me. Wait a minute. This is a pen stand I have made, and I have used these cutouts here also, which I have used there. And as these were the left out from my brother's project, I made it. So my brother has put a lot of things in it. This is all I had. This is made out of the box.
And you have made it very useful and very appealing as well.
Thank you so much.
So
Yeah,
have you
very
also inspired others
good.
to create?
Yeah, I try to convince more and more people. Actually, I am a postgraduate student. I have completed my graduate post graduation in environmental science, and from that time I am trying to work for environment. I try to do my part, whatever I can do for the environment to save the nature. I use plastic bottles for as planters and everything what I can do. And I also appreciate and I encourage more and more people, my friends and my parents and even my brother and sister, whomever I can encourage to do more and more things. Actually, this bangle, these sticks, it was idea of my brother. Okay, you can use the drumsticks also instead of using or making a paper stick so that it can be more stiff.
So that creativity runs in the family there.
Yeah, you can say so.
Awesome, Lakshmi.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
Drisha. Thank you so much, Drisha, and thank you, Lakshmi, for sharing all the other things that you've done as well. And yeah, keep doing it. And like Drisha mentioned, get more people to do it as well. I'm sure you have it in you, and your family has it in them. So you can definitely spread the word to more and more people to take up recycling and upcycling. So thank you, Lakshmi, for taking the time and for joining us. Please do send the pictures, like I've mentioned to everyone. We would love to capture it and, like Komal said, put it on the
So
website.
how do I have to send it?
You have my email ID, right? Which I have sent the link through.
I have to mail it or?
Yeah, you can mail it to me. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I was going to ask Chimidze to go next, but I think Chimidze has dropped out of the call. So I don't think I think we'll have her go after Nahid. Nahid, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Branka. Okay, well, hi everyone. My name is Nahid. I'm from Mexico and I'm 17 years old. And I wanted to show this plastic bottle toy. I'm sorry because the head of my wrist is turned upwards a little bit, but yeah, this is the head, you know. Here we have like the plastic bottle. It's all made of socks and fabric that I have in my house. Also, it has like this, you know, for you to remember to use it. So yeah, this is my toy.
It's too good. I love the mask. I think that's my favorite detail in the. But it is so amazing that you can convert a bottle into a toy, and I think toys are such big contributors to plastic pollution. Like Legos, one of the biggest examples of how much, and kids grow so fast that within like I think months you throw it. So this is such a sustainable way to also teach children. I think it's not just about what they play with, but it's such a great way to teach them that you can play with things that are sustainable, and you don't need to have the fancy toys that we usually fill kids with. So great, awesome, Nahid. I love it. She's too cute, and the mask I think is that mask? Did you make the mask with an old? What did you?
No, it's an actual mask. But I saw it on the street, and I took it. I hate seeing masks thrown at the street. So when I'm passing by my street, for example, when I see masks, like I collect them and I cut them and I throw them.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
super.
in that
This is
container.
incredible.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great, and I think such an important work that you're doing.
And I did it because the purchase of toys increased at the beginning of quarantine, and consequently, the disposal of toys, because the children get bored of them more easily, and it became easier for them to throw them away. So if children make their own toys, they value them more because it's their own work, right? So yeah.
Totally. Madrisha, I think it's so cute. I wish I could get that in some way. I love collecting bears and dolls. So I wish there was someday, but someday Naheed, we shall meet and I shall take that from you. But
Okay.
Madrisha, it's the floor is yours.
Yes, it is very cute. Like anyone would love to purchase it. It is that cute. And you have done every single detailing in it apart from the tight braids and using a ribbon, then putting earrings, putting some lipsticks and a mask, and every single thing I can see. Like you have not missed even a single thing while detailing your toy. The only question I have is like, what kind of other materials did you use apart from the waste cloth and the plastic bottle in creating this?
Yeah, okay, so it's the plastic bottle. These are old socks. Then we have old socks. This is fabric. Um, fabric also. This is fabric also. These are gloves with holes because we have like lots of old gloves. For the I don't know, the fluff. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I use from an old toy that I have, an old teddy bear. It was yeah. So from that I made these like the food of my toys. Yeah. Also, well, I needed scissors to make them, thread and needle. um I used this old blush. I used okay, I don't know where I left it, but there it was the brush of an old eyeliner to make all these little details, you know. And I also used this old rose paint and also a white paint for the eyes. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So Nahid, could you tell us like how long it would take to create these dolls?
Well, it depends. You can make, for example, if you're a kid, of course, you don't want your kid to be using like a needle because, yeah, you can pinch. So you can make it uh, with glue, you know. So it'll be a more easy process. So you might be around, I don't know, 30 minutes more or less. But yeah, it's your own creativity, you know. So yeah, I have a whole family out of these bottles, and you know, everyone took me I don't know, around, for example, 10 minutes. The ones that, for example, the father just has this belt in it. So it's of course more easy to do. So yeah.
Wonderful, very creative, and like yes, as you mentioned that if you create your own toys, you'll value it more, and then
Yeah.
we never want to throw it away.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing with creating these products with such a great thought. Yes, actually, you are protecting the planet with and going forward with so many great thoughts. So congratulations, Nahid. This is really beautiful. I would like to have one.
Thanks, Komal.
Yes. Drisha?
Hello,
Yes,
can you
Drisha.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Drisha.
Yeah. So first of all, Nahid, it's really pretty actually, cute, and anyone would would want to just enter into the screen and grab it from your hand. So it's that appealing. So congratulations on that. The question that I want to ask you is, so have you been teaching others how to make toys, right?
Yeah, I do. I teach my students. I began this project at the beginning of quarantine, and because many of the parents were like, I have to entertain my kid while I work. So also there were lots, as I say it, the purchase of toys increased at the beginning of quarantine. So I said, where's all this plastic going, you know? So I created this and I teach my kids to do it, but I have a tutorial, but you know, it's in Spanish. So yeah, I could totally do one in English.
Can we say?
I
Okay,
didn't
so
hear you.
can I say something?
Yes, Arav, please.
Yeah, so the tutorial is like in a video form or something else.
Yeah, it's in a YouTube video.
Okay, so if it is possible, can you please share the link in the chat?
Yeah, but as I say it, I did it in Spanish because I'm from Mexico. So I learned in English and yeah, of course I'll share it
But
with you.
share it nonetheless. We'd still like to see the process, and then maybe whenever you work on the English, we'd still like to see how you put it through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it'll be very nice. I think it's amazing that I've already made a tutorial. But yeah, Drishya, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so what I wanted to ask you, how much time do you think it takes for somebody to learn and create something like this? Do you think they can create it in one go with one practice session, or do you
Oh
think it
yeah.
takes time,
No,
or
no, it's
it
totally.
depends on?
No, I think with one session, you're good. You're good to go. It's all about creativity. You know, it's very important to have molds. So I don't know. Maybe for a kid, you might do it on 30 minutes, 40 minutes if you use glue. Because you can use the fabric in many ways. You don't have to sew it or I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry, Priyanka. My internet has been on and off. Have I been called?
Yes, Shimizi, we are just finishing with Nahid, and then I'll come to you, if it's okay. I did call you, but I noticed you were not in the call. So we just finished wrapping up with Nahid, and we just come to you next.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Shimizi.
think we can go. Thank you, Nahid, for sharing all the details.
Thank you so much,
Trisha.
Nahid.
Thank you.
I think it was amazing. It's too cute, and do share the video in the chat. I think, like Arav mentioned, we'll have to still see it.
Yeah,
and
totally.
yeah,
Thanks.
can't wait for the English one. So, or we learn Spanish. I think that's the other way to go. But thank you, Nahid. Chimidze, the floor is yours. We would love for you to share your work. You're on mute, Chimidze. Chimidze, you're on mute.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me now? Okay. I was saying thank you very much. At a point, my internet was unstable, so I was cut off and I had to look for another way of joining back. It has been amazing following through works that have been presented. My idea today is not basically about art and beauty. It's about an issue that affects us here in Nigeria so significantly that we are trying to see how we can deal with it. And I have an organization, and what we do in the organization is to see how we can bring in environmental issues with respect to how it affects gender and gender inequality. And so we have been trying to look at the issue of pads and tapoons, two items that are likely going to get attention, especially when you look at how it concerns environmental sustainability. So in Nigeria, a lot of organizations talk about menstrual health and menstrual hygiene. But the other aspect of it, in terms of how it affects the environment, is not considered. And it has been documented. Even the European Commission did a recent study where they said that menstrual products constitute about is the fifth most common plastic waste product found in the ocean. So you find that sanitary pads and tampons consist of about 90% plastic. And here in Nigeria, because of our population, you find that a number of people use pads, and these things are being thrown away anyhow, especially when you look at our inappropriate waste management procedure in Nigeria. You see that some of these things are littering the environment. It's even worse when they say that it takes about 600 years for a pad to decompose. So when you look at it and look at the number of people using it, in 2006, we are told that female population in Nigeria was about 69,302,000. I think 86,302 persons were female since 2006, given by our census figure. So when you look at this number vis-a-vis the number of people using sanitary pad, you begin to imagine the tons of waste that is being generated through menstruation. And here we are, no effort is being made at controlling some of these things. We don't have any appropriate waste management procedure. So in my organization, we talk about menstruation and menstrual health. But again, we are looking at it with respect to how it affects the environment. And so we have been going around teaching people how to make cloth pads, which is more eco-friendly. And also when you talk about it in terms of the health aspect, is also better health-wise. Basically, there are two items that women can use, comfortably, which is also more eco-friendly when it comes to menstruation, and that is cloth pads and menstrual cup. But given the poverty level here in Nigeria, I don't think people cannot afford menstrual cup. Majority of the people usually go for pads. And so we have been going around to talk about how we can use flannel to make pads, cloth pads, which has been considered more eco-friendly, is biodegradable, and is also reusable, because you can wash it and use it again. So it's a very simple thing. I just tried showing what we have been doing in my organization. This is what we have been trying to do. How do we use flannel together with other absorbents? Sometimes we use towel. You can also use something like a sweat, anything that can absorb fluid, can absorb blood. That is what we use. Then sometimes we also try to use a bit nylon. You can get it around the home if you have a baby, because you need to put it inside for it to hold the blood so that it doesn't stain. So mine might not be that beautiful, but in terms of the environment, it has a lot of impact on the environment. So I just wanted to show what we are doing as an organization to contribute to environmental sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Chimidze. And I won't agree with you that it's not beautiful. I think it's extremely beautiful. And it's so important that you pulled out this sort of a topic that needs to be talked about. And it's something that even in India we face in a lot of the rural areas where women don't have enough hygiene products to look after themselves and are not even educated well enough to take that step. And I think what you've done is beautiful. It's such an important part of when we talk about sustainability and being eco-friendly. And like you mentioned, sanitary products are fifth in the line of the amount of waste it contributes to the planet. So I think it's very beautiful what you've done. Thank you for sharing how you made it. And it's something I wish we could educate and take to more and more women, not just in Africa, not just in Nigeria, but across the world, where women don't have access to these products. So, and not just in terms of like access, but also in terms of the cost and how expensive it is for women anywhere to access these products. So thank you so much for doing this. It's really beautiful, and big kudos to your entire organization for the kind of work they're doing, and would definitely love to learn more and know more about what you're doing and support in any way that we can to take the word forward. So thank you so much for bringing this to the Best Out of Waste contest. I think it's so valuable. We are touching all sorts of things. You've touched art, you've touched such sort of issues which are so important. We have also touched Nahid, where she's made toys that changes the whole perspective on the toy industry. So I think we are like looking at all aspects of Best Out of Waste today. So thank you, Chimidze. It's beautiful. Drisha, Komal, I'll give the floor to you.
Yeah, it is truly amazing you took this step, Chimeze. Like, we are truly stunned by this. Like, actually, we all should echo this initiative what you have been taking, and it is really important not only for the rural areas who cannot afford these menstrual cups and other hygiene products, other sanitary products, but also to the other developed areas who are using these products, and actually we are the ones who are making it to create the world's fifth polluter, like polluter for the environment. So yeah, and you have created it so beautifully. Like, I was thinking that, okay, this is not a cloth sanitary pad. This is something like you have an organization which is creating these kind of beautiful pads. And when you showed it that it is truly sustainable, it is, I was like, okay, this is something we all should learn. And thank you so much for taking the step for this, creating this, and yeah, coming here today to present this. We all just love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Drisha?
Yeah. So I think I had this opportunity to actually discuss what Amuche and her organization has been doing. So first thing, first comment that I want to make is that when we talk about recycling or upcycling, the most important thing is that we are able to scale it up, and an organization working on something like that, plus people taking that kind of initiative to next level, approaching others to actually do something like this is great. So not just for not just for your idea, which is very 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 simple and easy to work on, provided the message is communicated clearly, uh, is I think very important, I would say. And I don't have any questions from you, but I really would love to see how you take this initiative forward. So good luck with that.
Thank you, Drisha. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations, Chimidze, once again. And definitely, I think I would love to connect with each one of you, even post this, to learn more about everything that you are doing. So thank you for sharing and bringing this today. We have one last participant for today, which is Patience. Patience, I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay. Um, I'm Patience, and this is my work. I don't know if you can see. These are the things that I used. These are from bottles, from these bottles, these covers here. Yes, so I make shoes, and these are the examples of shoes that I make. I don't know if it's clear. If it's not clear, please tell me.
Wow.
The shoe. Yes. So I decided to use these bottle covers to make shoes also from these. So it's just a shoe strap. So this is the shoe strap that I made out of these. I don't know if you can see. Yes. So these are the shoe straps that I use to make shoes. I put it like instead of the brown one, I put this one to make the shoe straps. And also out of these, I made a key holder. This is the holder that I made. Yeah. So these are the materials, the thread, then hook and scissors. Yes. So majorly that's what I have. This is what I learned it during the quarantine. So yes, it's what I've been doing for pleasure. Just I go around like a crazy lady collecting bottles to remove this lower ring-like thing. Yeah, so out of it I made a key holder and shoe straps for shoes. Yes, I think that's all.
I think that's so beautiful, Patience. I wish I spent my quarantine doing something this productive. It's beautiful. I wouldn't have imagined that the bottle ring. I mean, we think of the bottle, we think of the cap, but I don't think we ever think of the ring. And it's brilliant what you've come up with. I again, I have nothing to say. I mean, every project I'm just left awestruck. So amazing, Patience. I think I would love to see pictures, because I think what you have made would look much more beautiful in that picture. So please do share it, because I think would love to just look at it more closely. But very well done. I think I am out of words. So thank you for sharing. Komal, Drisha, you can share your comments.
This is beautiful, Patience. Like we really can't imagine to use the bottle rings and create like and using it to for the shoes. Like that is another different idea altogether. Like you are using rings and applying it to the shoes. So this is really amazing. I would like to ask you, how did you come up with this idea?
I got it from my sister. She makes shoes. Okay, she just does it for fun, for just to pass time. So I used to help her in making the shoes, and she's the one who taught me how to make the shoe straps. She's the one who taught me how to make the shoe straps. So from the shoe strap,
I think we lost her connection. Priyasi, Arav, if y'all have to leave, please do, because I know it's 9 in the night. So y'all have school tomorrow. So if y'all have to leave, please do.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yes, I know.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye,
Arav,
ma'am.
for staying.
Bye, Lord. Thank you.
Your question again?
Yeah, so I asked you the question like, how did you come up with this idea when you were telling me about it? And the second question was like, how did you extract that ring from the bottle? Because as far as I know, that it is very difficult to extract that ring in a proper way from the bottle. So how did you do that?
So let me start with extracting. I use these scissors to extract anything that's pointy, to extract it out. And yes, and I have a few people who help me. My grandma, my grandmother helps me collect them also. And so yes, about how I came up with the idea, I saw it from my sister, and I decided to enhance it. Yes.
That's amazing. I think it's a group effort. I think, and I can see that in the product. Go ahead, Kumar.
Actually, it is like this was really beautiful. Like when I saw your shoe, I was like, wow. I was not having any other words. Also, I would like to ask you, what do you do with the other material which is left out from the bottle?
For the bottle, I use them for putting glue that I use for shoes, for making the shoes, for sticking the soles together, these two soles, for sticking them together. So yeah, so I get the bottle, I remove the ring, use it for making the shoe, then the bottle, I use it for putting the glue. Yes, majorly that.
Amazing. Thank you, Patience, for creating this and to share it with us. It was really amazing.
Drisha?
Yeah, hello, patience. I think you need a lot of patience to do something like this, patience.
Yes, it takes a lot of patience. The knitting takes a lot of time, but the patience is worth it in the end.
Yeah. Um, I want to ask you, like, how many such products have you created? Like, number of items, and
How many?
you said how many items have you created out of, practicing something like this?
For the shoes, we have I work with my sister, so we have made a number of shoes and sold some, but shoes out of bottle ring, we haven't yet made any yet. Just came up. We just, we're just trying to fix how to make this go into this and this like that. So we finally came up with this, and we are planning to make shoes out of this. Yes. Hope I've answered your
Okay.
question.
The work that you are doing, and you know how to proceed. Um, you you keep looking for new ideas to make it work, which is, I think, great. Then, putting your efforts to upcycle something or recycle something is very important, which exactly comes out, while you made your presentation. That, oh, we do use different kinds of materials to create shoes and all, but we can do it in some other ways as well. And I think, which is the crux of your presentation. So thank you so much for sharing your work and your ideas with us. Thank you and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Patience. Please share the pictures. I'll repeat this a million times because I want those pictures to see what it is like, because Zoom doesn't give the quality that we want. And if you can send us a short write-up just explaining a little bit about the process, or if you want to send us a video recording, that works too. So if you just want to talk about the process you've done, you want to show us how you've done it, we would love to see that. Whatever works easy for you. But you have my mail ID, so we would love for you to share it with us. Don't forget to do it. It'll be very, very nice for us to see.
Just one thing to say. The strap for the shoe though takes a long time, so like 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
Yes. So,
wow. I can imagine because you must be going around
from
it.
you.
Yeah, I can imagine. Wow. So patience, like Drisha said, you have the patience for it. It's beautiful, and the product is is amazing. Thank you, Patience, for bringing this to us, for showing us this is something, again, we would have never imagined is possible. So thank you for opening that door for a new possibility for all of us. And yeah, we are very grateful. Thank you for joining the contest. And we hope to continue seeing many more of your work. Love for you to participate with us in many more of the programs that we do. So we'll keep sharing updates with you for sure. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. If Arav, Priyasi, Heer want to say something, because it is their project after all. So please, Arav, Priyasi, Heer, I give the floor.
I don't think I have much to say, but thank you all of you. And I could see a lot of things that I had not even imagined that from this you can create this. But yeah, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would also like to say thank you for everybody to join, and like they made so much amazing products, which I agree to hear I would never have thought of, and they were so innovative and creative and even visually appealing. Like they were so well done. So I am so happy that we had so many people join us.
Thank you, Prayasi. Arav?
So yeah, I would like to add that. So this session, like I got to know, I got to learn new things, like that things that I even didn't know before, like making dolls from plastic bottles, then like making the paintings from beads and all. So from the cereal, so that was like a thing which I didn't know. So now I'll try it myself and I'll like give the feedback to it, how it went.
Thank you, Arav.
Overall, so it was a really nice session.
It was
Engaging.
beautiful, unforgettable for me. And yeah, I wish I was there to collect everything that I've made, but we'll do that very soon. So thank you so much. Thank you, Chimidze. Thank you, Raghav. Thank you, Nahi.